This video will give you a tour of the specimen we have for you to study on the internal ear. There are several annotations here. The first one is an overview where you see that we have the cochlea, which is a cone-shaped structure consisting of a canal that isn't organized in a helical fashion to the tip. And then the arrows indicate the organ of Cristae, which spirals through those canals, and the canal is divided into three compartments: tympani, the scala vestibuli, scala media, and scala tympani. And you can see the details on the next annotation. The AN, that indicates the auditory nerve. This is a fairly large mass of nerve fibers, and they are collected from the organ of Cristae, from the base of the sensory cells. And so, and then there is a spiral ganglion that right next to the organ of Cristae, there are cell bodies of the sensory nerve fibers, and you'll see that in the next annotation. Then above is a section through one of the semicircular canals in the enlargement of the canal called the ampulla, and there's a Cristae here. Now, you should appreciate the fact that we had to adjust the color so we could see the details, particularly of the gelatinous mass on top of the Cristae here in the semicircular canal, so that the bone appears bluer than it really should. But this is compact bone with Aversian canals surrounding these structures. So all of the cochlea and the semicircular canals are encased with a bony framework. So if we look at the details of the Cristae, then you can study this for yourself and use the lecture to reinforce the details. But basically what you have is a structure here that has sensory epithelium with nerve fibers that are connected to the base, and then they go out to the vestibular nerve, which then goes to the brain and interprets balance. And this cupula is a gelatinous mass, and there are long kinocilia. There are really long stereocilia, and this extends way out. It's just not showing all the way. But this structure moves one way or the other when the fluid moves and you change your position, and it sets off either increase or decrease nerve impulses and relates to balance. So you can use the lecture to reinforce this and try to understand the mechanisms here. So the other annotation is a enlargement of one of the cochlear canals, which is divided into scala tympani and scala media and scala vestibuli. And these two contain perilymph, and then the scala media compartment contains endolymph. So these structures are labeled, and you can refer to the lecture, the importance of these structures in here. And right here are nerve fibers that are coming away from these sensory cells that are part of the organ of Cristae, and then they connect to a ganglion, the sensory ganglion, and the fibers then continue on. And if you zoom out, you can see the context here, that each one of the organ of Cristae continuously spiraling along has all these nerve fibers and go into the cell bodies which form the spiral ganglion, and then the nerve fibers continue and they're collected into the auditory nerve. So I wish you all the success in studying this specimen. It's a very interesting mechanism.